Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Let's get to your message. Thank you to all of you who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Let's remember that not everything is going to resonate here. Not everything is going to be for you. So take what helps you to help yourself. The ideas, the energy that I see, and leave the rest. Let it go. Here we go. Messages for today for our collective. The Emperor in the reverse. Interesting. I'm going to do 2 tarot decks, shuffle them up good, and 1 oracle. Someone trying to get your attention. But I feel with the Emperor in the reverse, this is someone who takes advantage of their position. Yeah. Takes advantage of their status. 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups, they're in the reverse. Not happy family vibes here. Subtle. It's all very subtle. Okay, it's a mess, but it's subtle. Let's get an oracle in here. Yeah, not wanting to be seen. The behind the scenes doesn't want to be seen here by some, by some false leader. All that glitters. So we know with this card, we see it a lot in reads. Masks. Something that isn't, something that's just false. It's pretending to be something it's not. Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who is not a leader, who is jealous, manipulative, acts in those modes, knows they can't cut the mustard. Yeah. Their family is affected by these actions. And they don't want anybody looking behind the curtain to be exposed. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Something's going to move. Something's moving in this situation. Clean it up. I want to get more on that one. Let's involve a 3rd tarot deck. I want to know what the cleanup is. Like, are they being forced to clean up? Or are they embarrassed while cleaning up? Are they exposed? What? 5 of Swords. They're going to be exposed for creating conflicts, being competitive, unnecessarily competitive. Yeah, people are going to go into this cave of theirs. They're going to see behind the scenes. It's going to be pull back the curtain because they've been doing some mean stuff here. They've been stabbing people in the back, telling lies, telling stories. Yeah. Trying to look like the family is so important. The only thing that's important to them is them and their facade. I think Spirit says, yeah, now you're exposed and it's time to clean it up. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, they're no longer alone in this illusion they've created that they hope others are buying. And maybe you were the only person to spot this. And then they made you out to be, I feel like this is your energy, the Queen of Cups. I feel like a Queen of Cups called this out, Ace of Pentacles. They get a new beginning here now because they called this situation. Yeah, they called it out. You instinctively knew what was going on here. High Priestess, now it's all coming out. Knight of Pentacles, they played their game for a very long time. Things were slow to move, and you were maybe even the bad guy, quote unquote, in this situation. No more. Because you have alchemized this toxic person this toxic situation and their toxic, ridiculous drama that's all a bunch of hooey. All a bunch of delusions, illusions, all being exposed. Ace of Wands, you rejected this. As soon as you really had an inkling about this person, but as soon as you were clear on it, that your inkling was much more but just intuitive know-how, you set this whole situation ablaze. And then you were pegged as the bad guy, the bad gal, the bad person here, because it was easier to find a scapegoat than actually deal with this. But unfortunately, what has happened is a family has, suffered here. There have been family connections that have suffered here because of all the ridiculous gameplay and lies and phony and just someone so fake that, all so embracing and always hugging, while they have sharpened their knives to stab you in the back in that hug. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. Doing everything they can to stay in this phony world they have created. And, probably threatening others to not be exposed. But Spirit comes in and says, no more of this. 8 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, your energy just comes to a grinding halt here. It's over. It's done. 3 of Cups. And at a period in time where they really were expecting to celebrate, or they're in the midst of celebrating how wonderful they are and how everything has turned out for them and how, how superior they are in their knowledge and in their gameplay, that they hold the cards, and nothing could be further from the truth ever with this person. They are believing their own delusions. Fork in the road. Yeah, here comes the day of reckoning. Here it comes. And you knew all along it was coming, and here it is. I'm just taking from the top of the deck. 3 decks now. I'm back to an oracle and 2 tarots. The World. Yeah. Things will be closed out here, and new beginnings will start. And people that were fooled by this will close this out and will begin again. And that's this person's greatest fear, because then they have to crawl back into the rat hole that they came from. 8 of Swords. Yeah. Now they get held back. Yeah, true karma happens here. True karma comes out. No place like home. And a home is rebuilt. A home is rebuilt by the people who actually deserved a home from this person from the get-go and never received that. They received manipulations. They received, there's a lot of energy here with this false emperor that is manipulations and being very opportunistic, taking advantage of others. This is someone that wouldn't work, but would be married to someone who works 2 and 3 jobs, that type. And then so quick to stand around and want to be praised for what they do, which is pretty much sleep all day and be self-absorbed. Okay, we've got the Moon here in the reverse. Yeah, everything that's hidden, everything that you knew, everything that you said, because you were intuitive on this. Oh, it comes out now. And it comes out in a big way. 2 more cards. 5 of Cups. There's going to be a lot of regret here. Yeah. For the people involved. Yin. And you just sit back and watch it all play out. Spirit says, you watch it all play out because it's long overdue. And a lot of people in this scenario deserve better, including you. And that day has come. The day of reckoning has come. Unexpected visitors. Oh, yeah. There's going to be that too for this person. Unexpected happenings and unexpected visitors. All exposure. All based on truthful, blatant, clear exposure to all this that has been going on for far too long. Yeah. You tried to help people to avoid a tower here with this false leader, this, real fake. But they kept their people busy so that they could keep the delusions going. But now it's the time for their karma. Yeah, and they will receive it. And there are no shortcuts here. There's only justice. And it will be slow and it will be painful for them. and it will be embarrassing for them. And that's what the truth does. That's what the truth does. Yep. And the people that really did deserve a lot better from them will have a time of recovery and restoring their balance. Yeah. And emotionally cutting this person off completely. Absolutely. There will no longer be any giving them the benefit of the doubt, or, they like to play the victim a lot. They're the creator of the problem, and then they play the victim role. There will be no more of that gameplay, that illusion, that people will see through that now. Yeah. And they will find their really true partner in life and real true soulmate energy that actually does care. Not fake care, not phony care, not, does this fit into some sort of agenda I have, but actual truthful caring for people who deserve a lot better in this scenario. Yeah. And those people will rise up that are in this scenario and gain their strength, and they will cut this right out. Yeah. Because they will see the truth of how this person has made their family life so disappointing, disruptive, so about one person, so self-absorbed, such a dictatorship that they've been under. Yeah. They will recover from this, definitely. Okay, let's grab a charm. And we have a couple of charms here. Oops. One I lost. I'll try and recover it. And then this one, I love this one. This one's really sweet. It's the heart and the nurse's hat. So yeah, there will be some hearts that need to be nursed, nurtured, back to health, but that will take place. That will happen, and that's what's needed. Spirit will see to it. Let's see. Do I have another charm? I know there was one that flipped out, so let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah, I see it. I see it now, and it's the butterfly. Yeah, total transformation here. This is a total transformation and exposure. Exposure. Total exposure. Yeah. I hope you have found this helpful, and I hope that you've liked this message. If you have, please do like, share, subscribe, comment. Until next time, let's remember who we are, and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.